Influencer fashion is not real life. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is your girl Nyasha. If you are new here, thank you for coming, and if you aren't, thank you for coming back. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe. You guys already know the deal. Let's get into our convo. Influencer fashion, and this is quite rich coming from a fashion influencer, fashion content creator like myself. Is influencer fashion real, and are these influencers wearing the outfits that they're posting? Some may say no, some may say yes. Of course, it is depending on the person and what they're wearing. Let's start off with what is our perception of influencer fashion. Influencer fashion is fashion that is created, styled, or promoted primarily for online content and social media influence. It often heavily focuses on aesthetics, trends, branding, and visual appeal to attract engagement and inspire audiences online. So there you have it. Influencer fashion is primarily for engagement and social media. Now, does that mean that every single influencer isn't wearing the outfit? No. And personally, I will say for myself that I do wear these outfits outside. If you see me in a picture outside, I would have wore the outfit outside, and that is the truth. Does that mean I'm dressing like that 24/7? No. And we're gonna talk about the reality. This is where real life and online has the biggest difference. The influencers are not dressing like that 24/7. They just aren't, and that's real, and it's okay to say that. In real life, people are dressing more practical and personal, and generally are wearing whatever they want. Sometimes online, we're doing sponsored posts, we're showing off PR. So that could be an influence as to why people would think that influencer fashion isn't real. However, when you see an influencer put an outfit on, that is their style. It would be their style. That is how they would style the certain item. So the statement influencer fashion isn't real, it's a bit tricky. To be honest, if you take the outfits out of the context of just taking a photo, do some of them translate well in real life? No, and I'm not disputing that. However, if you see a person wearing street style, or you see a person wearing, I don't know, some grey shorts, I recently wore this outfit. I generally went out like that. I wore this outfit today. I'm back home. I'm talking to you guys wearing this outfit. My perception of personal style is the unique way in which somebody expresses themselves without verbally speaking. That is the communication, your personal style. So that can be through accessories, hair, shoes, clothes. And I have always said this, personal style should be directly connected to your lifestyle. So when you're seeing certain influencers wear certain things, which aren't crazy, I feel like we have to be able to differentiate the two. If you're seeing them wear certain outfits, that suits their lifestyle, because babe, they're going out to go and take pictures. That's their job. They're going out to go take pictures. They're going out shopping. That is their job. Whereas somebody else who works in the office on a 9 to 5 probably won't be able to wear that outfit, and that's okay. They're probably wearing a corporate outfit, and their wardrobe normally has much more of a corporate amount of clothes. When I look at you, I should be able to tell what field you're in. I should be able to tell the experiences that you've had in life. I should be able to tell if you're well traveled or not. That is what personal style is, and that is what a lot of influencers have. And when I talk about influencers, I'm talking about the fashion influencers. I'm not talking about the trend-driven influencers who are wearing outfits and they just want to take a picture. If you're looking closely at fashion influencers, they are actually wearing these clothes outside. Why? Like I said, because it is directly connected to their lifestyle. When we start talking about people who are working 9 to 5s and working 12-hour shifts in comparison to influencers who are going out and their job is to go and take pictures, take videos, of course you're not going to be able to wear flip-flop heels. Of course you're not going to be able to wear red Louboutins and you're walking around like Carrie from Sex and the City. That is just not your lifestyle. So here are a few alternatives for those people in that field when they feel like the fashion world isn't actually speaking to them. Here are some alternatives that I've got for you. I think a person who actually works a 9 to 5 and does 12-hour shifts is actually at an advantage here. If you're a dog walker, Vibrams will be so good for you because it benefits your foot health if you're always on your feet. If you're in a corporate office, Tabbies will be great for you because you're wearing flats and you're still being stylish. Here are some things that you're going to be able to take and you're going to be able to wear them. You can wear those type of things, you can adjust the silhouettes, but these are stylish things that you are able to wear because this helps your lifestyle and it looks good but also it doesn't tire out your feet. Here are some options that I would put for somebody who works in the corporate world 9 to 5. I would really focus on silhouettes. If you have any style that is like mine and you love color but you're still in the corporate world, these are some really, really good outfits and pieces that I've seen that I think that would really help. With corporate world, I'm thinking trousers, I'm thinking longer skirts, but skirts can have patterns, you know. A pattern's not going to offend the office. You can still have these things that you like, but apply it to your lifestyle as well. And I think that is the benefit of what influencer fashion is also showing some people. And this might be slightly controversial, but the best place for somebody who works 9 to 5 or does a few 12-hour shifts to get some silhouettes and have an influence on their style is actually the runway. It isn't influencers, it's actually the runway. We see shows like Prada and Loewe and Bottega who emphasize on silhouettes. A lot of the styles that we're seeing on the runway are actually very sophisticated, and the working woman is back. The working woman is actually back. It's actually back in trend. Clothing that is adhering to the working woman is back, and we're seeing a lot of that. So when we're looking at the runway, we're seeing a lot of full length trousers. We're seeing a lot of jackets, a lot of silhouettes. Even the summer runways and the summer shows, we're seeing a lot of modest clothing rather than, you know, the more revealing clothing, which is adhering to the working woman, the 9 to 5 woman, the 12-hour shift woman. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching this video. I love this discussion. I love talking about it, and I think it's really interesting because as a fashion influencer myself who actually does wear the outfits that she's posting, it's good to have these conversations, especially because of how big of an influence social media is on minds and mental health and just people's perceptions of themselves. Thank you so much for watching this video. Mwah. I'll see you guys later.